Good morning. Nice to see everyone here. Some good friends, some old friends, and some new friends. And I've been in this industry since 2004, joined the Cadence board. Not as long as Alberto on the board. And have been CEO for 13 years and 2 years as executive chairman. I'm so fortunate and delighted. 10 years ago, I recruited Anirudh to come to the company. And then now he take over from me, and I serve as his advisor. So I'm excited. This is free me up to do what I'm really excited about. So let me share with you, since I kind of semi-retire from Cadence, and what I've been spending my time on. So the topic is basically advancing the precision medicine through generative AI-driven drug development. So I think something that I'm very passionate about is semiconductor industry growth. And Handel Jones, a good friend of mine, he kind of predicted 2030 it will be a $1 trillion industry. And I think he underestimated. I think later on I'll tell you why. And then the other part is it will drive the electronics system to $3 trillion. And there's 5 big generative drivers: 5G, hyperscale computing, AI, and autonomous driving, and also industrial IoT. I'm going to pick on 2: hyperscale computing, and this kind of from general purpose to become purpose-built silicon is really taking off. And I still remember I backed Annapurna Lab before I sold it to AWS, and it became the Graviton and fantastic, almost top 10 customer of TSMC. And then the other part I want to highlight is AI machine learning. It seems like today is the talk about AI machine learning, and I'm going to double, triple down on that. And I invest quite a lot in AI machine learning. And in fact, Cadence, all our EDA tool, we see 12-15% improvement using AI machine learning. And I invest a lot in AI machine learning in this area. Like Habana Lab, I sold it to Intel for $2 billion. SambaNova, I think this right now value is about $5 billion. I start from scratch. And so anyway, that's kind of give you the excitement about this. And I'm going to share with you some of the key drivers for even further growth of semiconductor. It become a foundation to, for all the application going forward. There's one thing that I kind of share with you is pharma productivity is kind of reverse Moore's law trend. And the $1 billion investing in 9 years and the number of approval actually is half. And so clearly it's kind of slowing down. And an AI machine learning simulation will drive a lot of that growth and broaden the funnel, and also more predictable to drive some of this FDA approval. And then just to share with you, I've done quite a bit of study. Pharmaceutical company right now, they're most likely going to lose $50 billion because of patient-expired drugs. And then you can look at it, a lot of data that show, Amgen, Pfizer, Merck, they spend $100 billion acquiring the biotechnology startup in the phase clinical 1 and 2. Then they're starting to acquire them, and this is going to drive even more in the AI machine learning driven drug discovery. And you can tell, this growth, 45.7% CAGR growth in terms of software and services. And so this is a very, very exciting opportunity in terms of M&A, public opportunity. And a lot of this drug is more into I call it the precision medicine. Like cancer, different type of cancer, everybody react very differently. And then there's a massive of patient data, and then how to be more accurate driving that, and then some of the software required to make that more predictable, and I will elaborate more on that. And it really, the one thing I want to share with you is generative AI, in my personal opinion, it will be bigger and bigger impact than web. And let me explain why. The Generative AI launched in less than 2 months, they hit 100 million users, compared to TikTok and Facebook, much longer in the years. And here is 2 months, and today it's already close to 400 million users. And so it's just tremendous. And the whole data infrastructure and the whole, I call it the full stack application, it really see change happening. And that's why I triple down on some of this area of investing, because you're going to drive a lot of silicon growth. And so let me elaborate even more. So on the Generative AI, I invested 10 companies. And some of them you are very familiar. AI21 is Israel company. And then Typeface is the content creation. And then for product marketing launch. And Adapt is the addressing the AGI. And then David used to run VP of Engineering and OpenAI. When he left, I jumped on it. And then we have Spacecraft, that is for education. And then, so you can see there's a lot of movement in the Generative AI. I'm so excited. And in this area, I almost receive every day about 10 new startups in this space. And so this is so fascinating. And how did they apply into the application and solution that drive a lot of enterprise requirement. And many people know that I'm knowledgeable in this space. A lot of big enterprises from oil and gas, big industrial group, they're all asking me, Lippo, we are panicked about Generative AI. How are you going to impact us? And then can you help us? What are the applications we can drive in terms of drive efficiency, the new business model, and so content creation much faster. And so those are fantastic opportunities. The other part is that I mentioned earlier, the AI-driven drug discovery. And so the first two, variation.ai and atomic.ai, is in the 3D molecular structure of driving the new drugs. And then in situ, professor from Stanford I like a lot, and then Daphna, I back her. And then the other part is Astera. If you look down on that cancer therapeutic, this is a prostate cancer, much more accurate than 4K or the PSA when you do the annual checkup. That's only 35–40% accurate. Here we're able to demonstrate 92% accurate. And this is, I'm on the board of UCSF, and then this is come from UCSF, brilliant oncologists. And so that's on and on. One thing that I want to highlight is Inference. They have 40 million exclusive patient data, and that's very powerful. And then through Inference, we already created 4 new companies with 4 different new medicine to treat the personalized medicine. So anyway, this is just a fascinating excitement opportunity for us. And this is just to highlight a few examples using AI, creating the precision drug discovery, using AI yield new antibiotics. I'm so happy Sally from Duke just become our 28th president. And Ananta, the School of Engineering, invited me to rejoin the MIT school. And one of the key area of focus is how do you use technology and then apply into the medical. And this is a fascinating opportunity. In silo, and also have the first orphan drug approval from FDA. And this is a very exciting opportunity also. And you will ask me, what is that related to EDA? How is that related to computational software? And so clearly, this is something that Caden and Anirudh is driving this new area with Nimish. And then this is, I call it the drug discovery. Computational software is where our strength as an EDA player, and how to apply not just the CFD on the systems simulation side. Now we can do the simulation for drug discovery. And this is actually the next big frontier. I'm very excited on this area. And then we acquired this OpenEyes Scientific, and now we create this new business unit called Cadence Molecular Sciences, and Nimish is driving that. and then clearly is a leader in molecular modeling and simulation. 19 of the top 20 pharmaceutical company already using that. So stay tuned. This is something that is really, really exciting, applying to a lot of pharmaceutical companies try to drive AI and machine learning for the new drug discovery. And with that, I just want to summarize 2 key points. If you forget everything I say, 2 key points. Generative AI is huge and is driving a lot of changes. And then should really focus on what is the application, how can you use that for the productive usage of that. And then secondly, just keep that in mind, the AI can drive a lot of new drug development. And that is, I'm 63 years old, I pay attention to the medical health. And that's something that I think all of you are going to be interested to know, and also to the next generation, how they can drive some of this more personalized medicine. And a lot of those data is available. And then how do you use that to really drive some of this new application? With that, I just thank all of you. Have a wonderful day. And Wally is a very good friend of mine. And then you notice my name, Warden International, is his last name. And so we are very close, even though we compete, but we're always very close friends. And so with that, I give you 3 minutes more for you.